Yo, it's Riker.
What is up, you amazing, beautiful people? I hope you're doing well wherever you are at, whatever time of day or night you're doing to watching this video, because in today's video, we will be going over the auction week number 2 and telling you guys which tanks I do think are worth it and which tanks I do not think are worth it. So without further ado, let's get right into it, starting with this T25 Pilot number 1. For me personally, I just want to get the tank because I do not have it yet, actually, and I want to get a review on this tank out for you guys, so if it comes for sale later, like for gold or money in the actual game, not in the auction, you guys can make a better choice on that. Right now it is sitting at 8,000 gold, and I might just try to wait until that price drops lower. This is already a decent price, I believe, but there are still 4,000 vehicles left, and the auction ends in like 7 or so days, so I'll definitely keep an eye on that and try to get it before all the vehicles sell out at a very good price. Now for the next one, the AMX-30B. I will not be getting this tank because I already have this tank, and I actually got the AMX-30B for free. Yes, for free. And the AMX-30B is a very good tank, and I do highly recommend it. It's just so good, like I said. And right now it is at 15,500 gold. Pretty decent price for a tier 10, I should say, tank. And the next price drop is 14,800 gold. And right now there is still over 500 vehicles left. 4,500 vehicles left, my bad. So definitely keep an eye on that and wait for the price to drop a little bit more before jumping on that offer. And for this tank, it is going to be the Lorraine 40T, and honestly, it's a pretty good price, 7,000 gold, and the next one is 6,600, and there are still 4,478 vehicles left. Me personally, I am not getting it because I already have the tank, and compared to the rest of these tanks in this auction for week 2, it's kind of meh. So might want to steer clear of the Lorraine unless you guys are dying to get it and you absolutely want it, or you're a collector of all the vehicles in the game. Go ahead and get it if you are one of those, but if you are not, I would personally pass on the Lorraine. Next up is the Fv217 Badger. It is a tier X tank, and right now it is 15,500 gold. Next price 14,800. Still 4,300 vehicles left. I will definitely be keeping my eye on the Badger because I do want to get my hands on it, but I'm not overhyped to get it, you know. If I get it for a good price, I'll get it, but overall, kind of meh. It's just one of the tanks that I personally want because I do not have it. I figured it'd be a good tank to make a review and do some content on. Now the Comf Panzo 70. This is one of the tanks that I really want in the auction, and the vehicles left are at 3,700 right now, and the next price drop is at 10,000. For a tier 9, it's a collector, not a premium, right? Yeah, I think it went to a collector after being a premium for a little bit. But still, this tank, I've been wanting to get it for a while, but I've just kind of been avoiding it because of all the other tanks in the game that I wanted. But now I have the opportunity to jump on this tank, so I'm going to wait for the price to drop a little bit more and keep an eye on the vehicles left, and hopefully I get it in the auction and do a review on it for you guys later on. So yes, definitely would recommend the Comf Panzo 70, and I hope I get my hands on it, like I said. Now the Helsing. If you guys do not have the Helsing, keep your eyes on this tank. It is really good, and some people still call it OP. I think it's not OP, but it is a very good tank. I will not be getting it, however, because I already have the tank. And if you guys want me to do a review on that, let me know down in the comment section below so I could start making that review. But price drop right now is 12,000. I think that's stretching it for this tank. Next price drop 11,500. If you guys are thinking about getting this, keep an eye on the vehicles left and the price drop. If the vehicles are super low, like in the hundreds range or 1,000 range, you might want to consider getting it at whatever price it is at. But overall, very good tank. The Carnarvon Action X. At the time of making this video, there are only 2,456 left. And right now it is for 9,500 gold, which is already a steal. If you guys aren't jumping on it and you really want the Carnarvon Action X, jump on it right now. But the next price drop is 8,900. That's even a bigger steal if you guys could wait about 3.5 hours at the time of making this video. Definitely a highly recommended tank, in my opinion. for this list. However, I will not be getting it because yet again, I already have the tank, but I really recommend it for you guys, and it is a steal right now, so definitely go ahead and get your hands on it. And the Tankenstein, like I said, in auction week 1, I think it was in there. Personally wouldn't want it, but it's at 5,000 gold, so I might be considering it. It's kind of meh. It's just one of those tanks that I personally would not go for unless you, like I have been saying in the other auction videos and in this one, you are a collector or you really want this tank for some reason, go ahead and get it. But other than that, unless you have some gold laying around, wouldn't really go for the Tankenstein. The T26 E5. I do really like this tank, and I am doing a review on it right now, and this is a steal, honestly. 5,500 gold. If you guys are not jumping on the T26 E5, jump on it right now, because this is an absolute steal. There are only 377 tanks left. Go ahead and get it right now, because I have the tank, and personally, I really love it. I love the play style. It's like the Pershing at tier 8 mixed with the Super Pershing that I forgot the full name. It ends with E4, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That Super Pershing that's really heavily armored in the front. It's both of those combined together to make a heavy tank. It's basically another Super Pershing at tier 8, but as a heavy tank. So definitely highly recommend that tank, and go ahead and jump on it. And there was a Dracula. I saw that right when I opened this, but it is gone. As you can see, it's already sold out. The Dracula is gone at the time of making this video. And obviously all the other tanks in the auction will be available within like 7 days or very soon. So a quick recap. The T25 Pilot #1, I will definitely be trying to get that tank because personally I don't have it. I just want to get it, collect it, and make a review and see if it is actually any good. But for you guys, throughout this entire auction, it's kind of one of those tanks where it is really good and I would recommend it, but there are some other tanks in here I would recommend you getting before this. So definitely keep your eyes on the Pilot, and if it gets to a low enough price range, go ahead and jump on it. AMX 30B, one of the tanks that I really recommend in this auction. 15,500 gold right now, but go ahead and wait for that price to go down to like 10k-ish if the vehicles are left and you could wait that long to get it. Wait till it's around 10k or something like that, then jump on it, because that's an absolute steal for this tank. The Lorraine, it's kind of the meh tanks in this auction in my opinion. Wouldn't really recommend it compared to the other ones, just unless you guys absolutely want it, go ahead and get it, but other than that, not really worth it in my opinion. Fv217 Badger, for the collectors, for the people who really want this tank, and for people who are experienced in the game, I do recommend the Badger, as I'm going to try to get this tank as well. This might be my third or fourth recommendations out of all the tanks in this auction. Badger, I'm going to wait till it's around the 10k mark, see if there's any vehicles left, and I'll try to get it. The Comf Panzo 70, I will definitely be getting this tank. I'm just going to try to wait for that price range to drop down a bit more, just so I could save as much gold as possible and as much money as possible in these auctions. And there are still 3,696 tanks left, so I will definitely be keeping an eye on that and waiting for the price range to go down. And this is one of the tanks that I do highly recommend in the auction. Helsing, personally wouldn't get it because I already have the tank, but it is super good. It is one of the best tanks in my opinion at tier 7. Borderline OP, but in my opinion not exactly OP. So if you guys could get this tank at a lower price, because there are still 3,599 vehicles left, go ahead and jump on it, take it while you have the chance. Definitely a steal in the auction if it gets down low enough. Carnarvon Action X, would not be getting it because I already have the tank, but I do highly recommend it, and right now it is a steal at 9,500. But like I said, next price is 8,900, and then it's even a bigger steal. This tank, it's just a steal overall. I know I'm repeating myself, but highly recommend it. Probably top 1 or 2 picks in this auction, since the price range is so low and there's only 2,499 vehicles left. If you guys could definitely wait a little bit longer, jump on it. But right now, even if you jump on it, you won't regret it. You won't regret it at all, in my opinion. Just go ahead and get it. Tankenstein, you guys already know my opinion. This is probably like the least interesting tank in this entire auction. Unless you guys absolutely want it, I would not recommend getting it. Just if you have some spare gold lying around, or you have every single tank in the game besides this, go ahead and get it. But other than that, would pass on the Tankenstein. T26 E5 Sheriff. It is definitely a steal right now at 5,500 gold, and there are only 369, my bad, vehicles left. Definitely a steal for this tank. You will be saving so much gold, because later on it will probably come out for anywhere between 10, 12k gold. You guys would have missed out on this tank, so definitely jump on this right now, because it is an absolute steal. Then, like I said, the Dracula got sold out in like the first couple hours. I was thinking about getting the tank. I was like, okay, I'll just wait for the price to go down a little bit more. I come back on like 2 or so hours later, and it's all sold out. The tank's gone. So yeah, I would have told you guys about the Dracula, all that stuff, if it was still here, but it is absolutely gone, so there's no point in even talking about it. But that was my recap for auction week 2, what you guys should get and what you guys should not get, in my personal opinion. Let me know down in the comments which tanks you really want the most in this auction week, or any tanks in the game in general. Because obviously you guys could tell in the auction right now, I want the Comf Panzo 70 the most. And if the Super Conqueror comes out within the next auction or 2, if there is 2 more auctions, definitely will be getting that tank. That is one of the tanks that I really want in the game. I don't know what or why, I just love the look of the tank, and I feel like it will fit my playing style super well, and I just want the tank so bad. So yeah, let me know what you guys want, what tanks you would like, and which tanks you are personally going for in the auction. Let me know all that down in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you're always notified when I upload. What I meant to say was subscribe and hit that bell notification so you're always notified when I upload a new video. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Roll the outro.
How does it feel to breathe?